Alright, so, ooh, fend off the guards. Well, oh, is Red Jenny the person voice acted by What's-Her-Face? In, oh, God, the woman Penny from Dr. Horrible. That would not surprise me. You, stop that. Get over here. I dragged this person straight through the staircase, and... well, that didn't work out well for them. In the slightest. Toxic Cloud Ring. Random papers all over the ground. These people really like to just leave paper all over the place. I think somebody would street sweep or a stiff breeze would take them away, but no. Alright, so we got a key, and it doesn't look like there's anything else, so...
Herald of Andraste, how much did you expend to discover me? It must have weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
Just say what?
What is that?
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve. Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're big. Real big. From the north, yeah? Ravane or... north. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you? And what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breeches.
Really? Oh, please tell me they're not wearing pants. Oh, this is amazing. Oh man, I'm so glad I decided to play this tonight. Whirlwind is fun. Okay, note to self, use that more often. They have no pants though. Oh, that's great. They're just running around in their skivvies.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breeches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, two. Well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I use them to help you. Plus arrows.
That's cool.
The Inquisition already has friends in high places. Can you add to that prestige?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Step down, you've got big lords with big purses, like the tit we killed. Or was he one of the endless arse-lickers who follow? Doesn't matter. His grand plan was ruined by scrap torn from his desk and a red sock. By someone who couldn't read it. So no, I'm not Lord Poncefart or Ruffled. If you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
That's awesome. What? She leaves forever. Investigate.
Back there you wanted to know if I glowed. Why?
That's what you do, innit? You walked out of somewhere, and now you glow. Andraste's herald. True or not, it seemed like the easiest way to know it was you.
True or not?
Well, that's what they say and all. Look, don't get ahead yet. I want to help this... whatever it is. Inquisition.
All right, Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
That was pretty damn fantastic. I am, very... That was fun. Alright, so... Well, we need the mage. Honestly, I'm probably just going to just pop her in instead of Varric for a little while just to see what's all different. I like her portrait, though. She's funny. This was a fun little side quest. Too many breaches. One of the items I just picked up from the sack is just called Too Many Breaches. Oh, man. Let me guess, these sacks also have pants in them? Nope. These actually just have money. Well, that's appreciated, considering I am, pretty pseudifiably poor, now that I've, bought so many schematics my head spins. Alright, what do we got up here? Well, more gold. Kleptomaniac at heart. Turns out, seems to work well. Anything else? Does not look like it. Oh, that's good. It's time to leave anyway. To the world map. And while we're here, we might as well do the Imperial Enchanter. Doesn't look like there's anything else in the area, so we've got, like, Haven and stuff. This is, like, Orlea's side, right? Why is it on the war table? It's split into two parts when, like, when we're on the world map fast travel stuff. It's just like, yep, you can go wherever you want. I don't even understand. Anyway, the Imperial Enchanter, Vivienne de Fer, first Enchanter of Montismart, has extended an invitation to your salon and Chateau Duc de Bastien of Ghislain. Alright.
Master Adar of the Inquisition.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Some of those storytellers may have gotten carried away.
But only for the best effect. The Inquisition is a ripe subject for wild tales.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Monsimard and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Charmed, Lady Vivian.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Okay. Well, see, one of the things that this game might have that I'm a little bit concerned about, but, you know, with luck it won't be a problem, is saying yes to everybody might present problems along the way, but I don't really see a good reason why I should say no. So...
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
Actually looking these things up, because, I don't know, could be interesting.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Well, I mean, honestly, I want to say business or... I have to ask this.
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna say yes. This won't bite me in the ass later.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Alright, so,
See reason.
who's she?
Cannot stay here.
Why not?
Because we're Templars.
What does that even mean anymore?
Who is she?
That we... I've heard about Valroyaux. This is not right. I will not be joining them. At least the Inquisition does not stand directly opposed to the Chantry.
Okay.
How did you come to be a Templar?
It seemed the right thing to do. My family are tradesfolk in Denerim. I could have become a cobbler like my father, but this war...
Hopefully they don't get pissed at me for walking away from conversations. I know they do that in Dark Souls, and they might actually like lose opinion of you, though I don't remember it's particularly like that major of a thing. Anyway, if you remember a long time ago, there was actually a...
Better take a closer look.
There's a quest from the herbalist guy asking me to go and get a book from like his old master or some old dude. Turns out, we're gonna pull out the map here. Turns out, so this is where the herbalist guy is, where we upgrade our potions. Or no, that's the blacksmith. This is the herbalist. This is where the notes are that we have to go find for him. Like, maybe a 3-minute walk. No monsters, just outside the palisade wall. All that effort just to get some notes. Why send me? Why not just go himself? I do not know. But, you know what? I guess I'm the glorified messenger boy slash combined leader of the Inquisition. Meaning I have to do all the jobs, no matter what kind of job they are. Either way, so there's that. And I have no idea why that place is abandoned. It's got fires burning and everything. It's like, oh, you know, we need to evacuate this place for some mysterious... Holy crap, that's a lot of iron. Note to self. grab all of this. There's a lot of resources in the, like, base town that I did not realize. It's very odd to me, but it makes sense. Because say you need, like, a little bit of iron. Instead of having to go out to another area, you just kind of pop out here, grab a little bit of metal, and bing, bang, boom, you're done. Unfortunately, I'm going to spend a lot of my time just kind of being ADHD grabbing all this stuff, and, well, not exactly the most productive footage, but at the same time, I kind of need to do it if I want to, like, get ahead in this game. That iron is barely even sticking out of the rock. It's like a zit. Oh man, mineral and, like... Wow, there is a lot of iron in here. Anyway, there's another thing out here, and I'm taking the long way around just because iron is sort of long. But anyway, you know, mineral deposits in rocks really is like some kind of acne or whatever. I mean, look at it. It's like a little metal zit coming out of a rock. Alright, I have sufficiently grossed myself out. I believe it's like just over here. Yeah, it is. So the first requisition can be filled actually by just coming out here and filling the requisition by dumping the banner right there. And then, well, you're done. Now, can I fast travel back to town? Nope. Well, I mean, I could if I, like, reloaded into the area. I'm not actually sure what that would do. And I can't calm my mount either. Well, a little bit late for that. Oh well. Now, before I continue with story stuff, we've pretty much looted this place to the extent that we need. I'm going to switch up my mounts. We're not just running around with Horsey. We're actually going to be running around with, well, I don't know. Horsey's A through, like, bazillion, because I think we got 3? Which is actually kind of cool. It gives me some early options, and hopefully means that I'm going to be able to get my hands on some more as we go along. At least, that's my guess. We just have to get up here, and what do we got? So we've got... Oh, whoa. So we've got the red heart, which is apparently like a stag deer. We've got a bunch of... Wow, there are a lot of... The crap kind of thing that is. Oh, that's the bog unicorn. Which may or may not just have a sword through its head. It's... Ugh. I don't think I have a Dracolisk. But it looks like there's actually a substantial amount of mounts here, which is kind of surprising. So we could go with the Inquisition Barded Charger, which has armor. The Red Heart, which is just essentially turns me into Santa Claus. Or the Bog Unicorn. And I think I'm going to go with the Bog Unicorn just because I want to see what it looks like.
Mounts. Most of them should be pulling plows.
You didn't all grow up with fancy noble horses, Arnsberg. You ride whatever holds you. Why are you here with the scouts instead of fobbing around with nobles anyway?
My uncle died at the conclave.
Yeah, that is absolutely a sword just sticking out of its face. Alright, so I'm not going to ride around on this thing because it's absolutely freaking me the fuck out right now and I don't want it. Let's go be Santa Claus. Oh yeah, that is absolutely perfect for what we want. Oh, it's even got like stripes on its butt. That's cool. Alright, so now we've got our Horsey picked out. Yeah, I could probably do some blacksmithy type stuff. I might do that, but we've got some important story things to do inside the keep. Huh. I never quite understand why it does that. Maybe it's like loading the area. Definitely not Origin Overlay anymore. Like, that is definitely some kind of weird loading issue within the game. Considering I can spin the camera around and it just won't let me move. It's probably just like, shit, he's in an area we haven't loaded yet. Either way, let's fill this requisition, considering we've finished it out. It's one more power. Not really that useful for us, but might as well get that taken care of. And then get in here, which probably has like a bazillion things for us to turn in.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
We had to do something, and now we have an opportunity.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
Honestly, I'm going to go with the mages, surely because the Templars seem like massive dicks. Though it seemed like there was at least a couple of them that were good, whereas the mages were nice. I don't know, maybe I get to do both? Either way, the mages actually out and out wanted to volunteer, whereas the Templars were freaky. And, I mean, maybe, I assume we get both along the way. It just might be slightly different. I'm gonna go with the mages. They seemed nicer.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think the invitation could be some kind of trap?
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Alright, so we got that down. I don't think there's a reason to talk to Mother Giselle. Oh, but I did see an exclamation mark, come to think of it. Should not discount those. Those are super useful. Also, more power, which aren't super useful to me. Either way.
As there is but one world, one life, one death.
Krem?
There is but one.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Who are you, soldier?
Cremisius Aclasi with the Bull's Chargers Mercenary Company. We mostly work out of Orlais and Navarra. We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge. If you'd like to see what the Bull's Chargers can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
There was no word for heaven or for...
Okay, so I believe both Blackwall and the Iron Bull are actually recruitable characters, so that's pretty much going to be our next priority. I wonder if they have different classes or if they're both like base fighter type characters. I assume one is a two-handed weapon fighter and the other is a sword and board type person, come to think of it. Either way, summon the War Council. So we got stuff to do. I don't know why I go silent for these. It's not like there's going to be a whole lot of dialogue going on. We don't have any Inquisition perks, which is kind of unfortunate, but
Chancellor Roderick came to speak with me. Could you try not to antagonize him?
If I offend the man so easily, perhaps he should try leaving me alone.
Okay, so we've got some reports ready. I might as well pick those up first. So, build watchtowers. Commander Cullen, with the watchtowers built, we've had advanced warning of demon and bandit attacks. The area is safer for both the refugees and the farmers who have fled the nearby fields. Much is appreciated, sir. It's good to know that the Inquisition is willing to put the time to help these people. Corporal Vale. Accept report. Doesn't look like we get any real reward for it, but still. And address a nobleman's concern. Ambassador Montilier. So the Inquisition is a hollow prank, a jest to swindle the righteous, a tie to the apostates and demons swells on my doorstep as you do nothing. My death will be on your head, and the heads of all the other charlatans of the Inquisition, and will leave a stain so dark the Maker himself could not remove it. Lord, yours truly, Lord Kildarn. Rewards received. Creepy face things. Well, I guess his concerns were not addressed properly. Okay. And looks like we can do gather coin repeatedly as necessary, but it's not particularly great. We could do Champions of the Just, but I think that's going to end up being a fool's mission just because it is freaking 15 power just to unlock it. I get the feeling I get there and get my ass kicked. I'm going to take a look at this one. It doesn't say there's a level to it. So I guess this is like a random mission. So rescue soldiers missing in Ferelden. Inquisition soldiers have gone missing in the marshy reaches of the southern Ferelden. Because the region is largely uncharted, finding them will be difficult, but the Inquisition's advisors are determined to find out what happened, and if possible, bring their people back alive, so we can do connections, secrets, or forces. So, I'm probably going to send secrets, just because it makes the most amount of sense. You really don't want to send forces into a marsh. They're going to sink, and connections don't really make a whole lot of sense. Let's see. Oh, they actually have... Oh, interesting. So I'm actually going to send in connections, because apparently there's a local lord that can send off search parties immediately, which is pretty useful. So I'm going to do that one. So, new area unlocked. Let's see. The missing soldiers have been found in a bog called the Fallow Mire. They're being held hostage by Avar, who demand to meet the Herald of Andraste if the Inquisition wants to see its people alive again. So we've unlocked that new area. I don't want to venture forth immediately. I want to take a look at it. It doesn't look like it's got a level requirement on it yet, but I at the very least want to send people out. So we've got at least 2 missions I can send people on. Can't send Josephine, but I could send Liliana or Cullen. I'm going to send Liliana, has a short amount of time. So, Cult of Andraste. Before the 5th Blight and the arrival of the hero of Ferelden, Haven was occupied by cultists who worshipped a dragon, one they believed to be Andraste reborn. Both the cultists and their dragon were long gone by the time the Chantry arrived to build the Temple of Sacred Ashes, but there may still be undiscovered passages in the mountains containing their relics. With a concerted search effort, it might be possible to unearth something useful to the Inquisition. Alright, so I'm going to send Liliana over there. That's going to take a good 12 minutes, so I'll check back way later on that one. And Red Jenny. Inquisition needs bees! I do not know how someone would come to this idea, but I can see the use. It is a large area to search, however. A memo from Josephine, written on a note from Sarah. I know what ruins a party? Bees. I know a man who teaches how to jar them safe but angry. Stingy, no good for honey, but great for throwing. He's somewhere south. Sarah scribbled a jar of bees hitting someone in the face. Also a butt. Oh, that's great. I am absolutely sending Cullen on this one. We absolutely need bees. Alright, and let's check out missions in Orleans. Which, oh, hello. Investigate the shards. Sister Liliana. The shards acquired by the Herald of Andraste are unlike anything I've encountered. Though ancient in origin, few have been recovered before now. The breach may have disrupted whatever ancient magic was concealing them from view. I've heard of one scroll that mentions the shards. It belonged to the Circle Tower in Markham. However, after the circles fell, the Sorrel family seized many of the valuables as compensation for the donations made after their mage son was taken there. They intend to sell the scroll, along with everything else, at a private auction. Enchanter Renaud. Hastily scrawled below. Josephine, if this ancient magic is tied to the breach, or can offer some advantage against it, we need to know. Can you get us into that auction? Alright, connections. Gonna send that one in. Alright, so we got a new area unlocked. Multiple new areas that I'll have to mess around with. So, investigate the shards, Sister Liliana. With thanks to our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to a temple, possibly elven. I followed the lead and believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off, or have pages missing. I've yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. Enchanter Renaud. And we get a new area. Nope, not going there immediately. We've still got people we can send. So we do... Okay, we've already done that one. So, Truth or Dare, or Chanty Remains. I'm going to go with Truth or Dare, the Imperial Court, because I believe Josephine is going to be the best one for it anyway. Yep, I'm absolutely correct. So, a letter addressed to Vivienne lies opened on the table. A note has been added to the top which reads, Josephine, darling, you should take care of this, V. My dearest Vivienne, you cannot have heard the shocking allegations against the Inquisition, or surely you would have never been sent with them. Allow me as a friend to open your eyes. People are saying that divine Justinia is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all the chaos on her orders. That it was Seeker Pentagast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the Conclave in order to eliminate the opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. With deepest concern, Vicomtesse Elodie de Moreau. Well, sending Josephine. That's going to take like 12 minutes, so I'm just going to stare at this map for the next 12 minutes. Not... Okay, we're going to Ferelden. Let's go save our soldiers. That seems like the most appropriate course of action. And then I'll go figure out the other guys in a little bit. So, fast travel. Yeah! Okay, so I'm going to bring Sarah, Cassandra, and let's bring Vivienne along. I don't know. And that's Max. I can't bring anybody else, right? Yep. Yeah, it works for me. I really enjoy Sarah's face more than anybody else's. Love these cards. The art is wonderful. I think I actually know who the artist is, too. Damn fine artist. All right, confirm.